Oh, sorry. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a continuation of the tournament, the Summer Brawl, here at CappingTV. My name is TC Mano. I'm joined by Apples, and we have got, I believe, just Jazz on the production. Real quick, how are you doing right now, Apples?
I'm doing great. It's actually been a while since I've done anything TF2 related aside from like playing the game. So this is honestly like a little bit exciting for me.
Yeah, it should be exciting for me as well. I don't often get to catch Australian TF2, so I'm very happy to catch it when I can. And so we've got hopefully a really great match for y'all. Obviously, this is still the group stages, but from what I hear, these are going to be two of the kind of higher up Prem teams going at it. We've got Freak Show versus Taylor Swift Fan Club. We've got all 6 or 12 in here in the server. It's going to be on CP Sunshine. So, this is a well-established map. Everyone's played it, so we should be able to see some maybe some nifty little plays going on here, Apples. But I guess we should quickly run down the rosters while four of these teams get going. So I guess I will start with Taylor Swift Fan Club. And Taylor Swift Fan Club to be Elmo and Yule on Scout, Alt and Doge.exe as your pocket, Redcoat as your demo, and it's going to be Dog Roll on Medic. And if you want to take away Freak Show.
And on the side of Freak Show, you're gonna have Down and Doc on the scout roles. Fane's gonna be on the Roamer role, Connor on pocket. You're gonna have Daz on demo, and you're gonna have Mirimu on the medic class.
Yeah. So instantly, as again I said earlier, both of these teams atop of Prem, a lot of experience going in there, even from across a pond, as they might say. Elmo and a Redcoat instantly pop out to me as kind of more recognizable names, and then on the side of Freak Show, I think Connor and as well.
Oh, looks like we're going live.
Oh, we are going live. Oh, very sorry then. Any quick predictions? Do you have Apples?
I would say this map would probably go to Taylor Swift, but we'll see.
Yeah, we have to see as Alt already goes down on the mid. He was trying to go through the cafe area, maybe do some very sneaky stuff, but it doesn't end up working. We've got a soldier flying high in. It's going to be Dog, but doesn't make anything of it. He's just getting cleaned up from the scouts. So it is going to be easy first win right now for Mirimu and Pals. They are going to be walking through choke as Soldier jumps through. He is in so high in the sky. Do they know he's there? He's getting some good rockets, but no, he does get cleaned up from depth. Is going to get the pipes to save his medic as they retreat back to last. It looks like there was a chasing scout there, but he does clean up. Oh, looks like we have maybe some dungeon aggression from one of the scouts. Oh no, he's gonna get through rocketed, so that's gonna be the end of that. So already a very good first day mid win for Mirimu and co, as the 100% Uber had to work in here, Apples.
That was a very convincing mid fight on the side of Freak Show, honestly. Like the mid fight, like base, like they just play off the aggression like really well. Like the second that Red had 2 plays down, it was like immediate aggression from blue team. And we can see them like pushing all the way into last here. Not doing much with the Uber, but they did play the cap, and yeah, Red just couldn't stop the cap in time.
They could not stop, so that's already one round on the board. I think that was very quick, like minutes or something like that. So we'll have to see if all of these rounds go the same way. Hopefully, if you're on the side of Red, of Deft and Co, you can adapt and maybe change some things up, not lose your medic so late into the game. But we're gonna have to here on this second mid. Oh, a lot of damage already going out. Oh, the medic dies.
Oh, the medic goes down.
Yeah, really great spam placement from the side of the blue team right now, and everyone on this side of Red is just going to be trying to collapse in, trying to get it onto Mirimu, but Mirimu is holding fast, holding steady, just sitting in cafe, not going to have to die there to keep with the team, and that is going to be another great mid win for them.
That was a very good post-fight play on the side of Freak Show. Like, the second that you get the medic pick on Red, like, they immediately backed out into Cafe, and they just funneled, like, every single player into them. So it'll be a lot easier for them to, like, deal with, and that certainly helped them, like, protect their medic. And right now, they seems to have, like, a huge, like, 80% Uber pushing into last. So we'll see how this plays out.
And we are going to see, it looks like we're just taking our time. Looks like they're maybe trying to peek top right, maybe try and see where the defenses are set up. No, actually looks like they are going to push through left. The Uber is used on the scouts, and Demo going to take down that sentry gun. Immediately, it does eventually go down, so now maybe going to take a little bit of point time. Soldier bombing in, going to be taking down Dog Rep on the other side right now, but he is going to go down to the heavy, so a little trade back and forth. But it is a bit worse for the side of a blue team. They have to back out, and that was a successful hold for Red without even having Uber to use there.
Yeah, that heavy play on last, like playing after the Uber is faded, that was like really crucial to them like holding last. So that was like a really good play on the side of Taylor Swift here.
Yeah. Taylor Swift doing really, doing a bit better than they did in that previous round. Freak Show still fairly dominant right now, and a great bomb from Connor. The Deft, who was peeking that shutter side. Looks like they're still going to try and go in. No, they are going to back out. They did commit heals a little bit, but, they did saw the writing on the wall. They knew they weren't going to win that fight. So they are going to back up to their last Freak Show. Just, fairly dominant right now.
Yeah, that was impressive. Like, they couldn't really do much with the Uber ad that they had, and now they're basically pushing back into that with even Ubers.
Yeah, they are, and they're already getting a little bit of cap time on point. The Soldier's feint getting two. Actually, no, he got the medic. Really great stuff. So now Miramu, Freakshow, they have a huge Uber ad to work with. Last time they were able to convert it. feint still alive. How is he not dead? Looks like he might get another onto the demo in lobby. This guy, someone's got to kill him, right? Oh my god, he almost got betrayed out onto the Soldier as well. He's lucky he got that pack, but they are just barrel forward. They've got 100% Uber and with feint basically killing everyone on the side of Taylor Swift fan club. You don't need to do much else as Medic surfing around, but he's not going to be able to do much of anything at all. They just clean up these remaining players right now, getting a little bit of time on the point. They would have, but they were Ubered. This is just going to be an extended DM fight right now. The demo does die. This might be for Taylor Swift fan club to hold if they just muster their forces and shoot the right people at the right times. They're trying to get the damage up. It's just Tay Alt alive right now, trying to do the best that they can. No, the Soldier gets him. He just got to stand at the point where the spawners get there in time. It's just the medic. Can he get there? No, the scout spawner helps him out. That is going to be the second one for Freak Show.
feint did a really massive play onto lobby here, catching up the entire combo in lobby and getting those 2 picks really opened up for his team to push all the way into last. It was a little bit scrappy, but they eventually got it. It took them a little bit longer than they should, but they eventually got it.
It did eventually get it as we're coming up onto our third mid, and if you're Taylor Swift fan club right now, you've really got to change up some mids at the very least, because you've been in your medic every single time and really haven't been trading out, getting onto Miramu, doing a really great job staying alive. We do see the Soldier Bomb going to be trying to go onto Zinger, but it doesn't manage to, and he is going to be able to back away into Cap A with the rest of his team. It looks like this is going inside of Taylor Swift fan club, as they are getting the picks right now. Just going to try and keep their medic alive. Oh, but the scout is... Oh my god, really great stuff from him getting onto Precious, but Zinger gets a pick onto him, but it's not going to be enough. The other scout comes in and cleans him up. So a bit better from the side of Taylor Swift fan club, but they weren't able to keep their medic alive there, and they do end up losing the mid there, Apples.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a scrappy mid fight, I would say. It was a bit of a lot of damage exchanges going on in mid. So it was one medic going down on the side of blue first, and then everyone just eventually went to collapse on the medic on Taylor Swift. And I guess because of that, based on those picks, both teams eventually start resetting. Freak Show's starting the whole mid here, and both teams are just getting the good positions. And it seems like there's 2 soldier mobs going in for the medic on blue, and yeah, not seem to get anything. But Red seems to be pushing all the way through with the amount of space that the soldiers made, but I don't think they can do much with that. They're losing a lot of players.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the reason for going in there was. I do believe it was Uber, even Uber, or maybe even Freak Show with a bit of Uber ad, so to speak. But they tried to go in. Maybe they thought because they had a sniper up, they wouldn't be able to hold those chokes as well. But it just ended up not working in their favor. It was just a bit unfortunate. So they're gonna have to hold their last once again. They do get a trade out. Both scouts go down. Tay Alt going down as well. Oh, it looks like Freak Show is really on the back foot now. They've got to keep all of their men alive. Oh yeah, he is going to go out. He's still alive. Does he get out?
He gets out.
You can't let him get out like that. Fane has been doing really great stuff this whole time, just being a
Oh, he's going
huge...
back in. He's committing back to the... Oh, nah, he gets caught. That's unfortunate. Oh, they got the force.
They do get the force. Really great stuff from one of the scouts to run in there while everyone was looking at Fane. So it ends up working in Freakshow's favor. As long as they don't have to use it, they are forced to use. They are going to be trying to run in to maybe get onto the demo, but they are just going to back up, make sure they don't lose anyone else for this. Maybe just try and stalemate this out once again.
Yeah, looks like we're back to a stalemate here. Like blue, I guess, Freakshow, on the side of Freakshow, Mirimo kind of had to like pop there because like he was kind of caught out in a really bad position as they were trying to like force him through the shutters. So I guess if they like held down shutter, but I guess they didn't have traps on shutter, so that was pretty unfortunate for them to like get through and be able to force Mirimo.
Yeah, it is a bit unfortunate, but you know, so split-second decisions, you know, that can really cost your team a push if it's, you know, effective or not. So looks like it's just going to be another stalemate unless they really try and work this Uber ad that they have. I doubt. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're getting into position. They do have a sniper up.
They do have both
so, you know,
snipers
maybe
on both teams. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, it looks like he's on the Huntsman.
Oh.
Oh my god.
That's impressive.
Don't ever, Connor. He just gets rickrolled by the sniper, right? Really great stuff from him. We do see Fane a little bit in. He is getting chased out of lobby right there. He is going to be able to successfully escape right there. Def, nice sticky trap out onto one of the scouts. So looks like Taylor Swift fan club, they have a little bit of space to work with, but I don't know if they're just going to do anything more than just their sniper.
Fane gets stay on the flank.
Yeah, Fane. Oh, Fane was all the way down in dungeon. Luckily, one of the scouts was able there to suss him out. We do see one of the soldiers trying to get in through lower right. We do see a scout all the way in. He's getting some... Oh my god, he gets on the mirror. He gets the pick. It's really great stuff from him right there. But oh my god, on the other side, Dog... Yeah, Dog Roll did
Def
go
is doing
down.
great, like holding down like last for his team. So right now Red is like getting spawned is like just in time to like hold last. And they might actually be able to push out a second if they had enough time. Like if they play this properly, they might actually be able to take space in second here.
It is definitely possible. Looks like they're trying to beat the chokes.
Looks like they opted back out to last.
Yeah, they are just gonna go back. You know, play it a bit safe. They, after all, down 2 rounds. Freakshow in the lead right now, and they've been pretty dominant regardless of what's been happening on the field. You know, they've basically been putting Taylor Swift fan club at their last the entire time. If it's not being rolled on mid, you know, they're making sure they're stuck at their last. Interesting to see no offenses, you know, from Taylor Swift fan club. Maybe they think their last holds are good enough that they don't need to worry about that type of stuff. But
we do see a pyro off class on the side of Taylor Swift.
Interesting. Is that more common out here in a you know, Oz Fortress to see the pyro defense on Sunshine? You know?
Honestly, I'm not too sure because usually what I'm used to seeing is like pyros like delaying like the Ubers, like especially when they have like Uber to set. But I've never actually seen one in this scenario where like both teams have Uber.
Yeah, that is a bit abnormal. Normally, you'd see that on something like where it's a lot easier to deny with a pyro those very tight choke points. But I mean, if it works for them, it works for them. They do got one of the scouts on fire. He was down pretty low there, but he's able to get a pack up and just stay alive. So gonna be interested to see what Freakshow does to try and break this. Obviously, they don't need to do much of anything. They are up 2 rounds, but you know, you still want to see some action. So maybe a sack attempt. Looks like they do have Fane going in. He is gonna get one rocket out onto the Devilman.
They might actually get 2 picks here. The soldier's really low. Oh, they do get 2 picks.
Oh my god, they've just managed to convert that into 2 picks and an Uber force. They get 1 more. This is disaster for Taylor Swift fan club. Finally, for Uber being used on the side of Freakshow. But they've only lost 1. Everyone else on Taylor Swift fan club is basically dying. That's going to be rolled down as well. And so we do see 1 scout staying alive, but Fane is just going to rocket him out of it. Oh my god.
That was a
I think that was a rocket and up onto one of his soldiers right there. He's trying to dive bomb onto the point, but it wasn't enough. He just got insta-killed. And I do believe somehow Taylor Swift fan club, yeah, that's fairly impressive for them.
Yeah, I guess they collapsed onto from right side on the side of Freakshow. Like they just stacked like most of their team on right side, and then just like got like 2 players through, and eventually like Taylor Swift just ended up dropping like 3, 4 players, and then like having the Uber force as well was like not at all like good for them.
It was not at all. Looks like they were just gonna go straight in regardless. No Uber necessary. It's only 2 scouts alive right now for Taylor Swift fan club. They aren't gonna be able to get picks. He's only at 9 health and he does go down, and that's gonna be the 3rd round for Freak Show. Just absolutely dominant. You saw it on Metalworks, and you're kind of seeing it now on Sunshine again. None of the teams that they've played so far have really been able to put them in their place, so to speak. And so coming up onto his next mid, Apples, what do you think we need to see on a change? Looks like we're not even going to mid. We're just staying on second. What is this play? Are we just super slow?
I think Def was like waiting for an arrow at choke, but his medic was a little bit slow to roll out, and the soldier just like fast roll out on him.
We do see a soldier dog breath hiding in Cafe. Looks like he's not even gonna get the better of that trade. Fane just denying him completely. Looks like the rest of Freak Show just barrel through Valley. There's no one there to stop them, and if there is, they're gonna kill him. Looks like Tay Alt is gonna be trying to get in onto the medic. Oh, with the combined forces of the scout from Cafe. They are going to get 2. A really great stuff from Taylor Swift fan club there. Now they have turned battalions, and they're going to push them out through Cafe. Really great stuff for them. Looks like they are on the prowl, and they might be able to get a couple of these lurking here on mid. No, looks like they should be able to successfully get back to second, and really great stuff from Taylor Swift fan club right there. They were able to get onto Mirror, which they haven't been doing games so far, and put themselves in a better Uber ad position here, Apples.
Yeah, huge Uber ad coming in on the side of Taylor Swift, and let's see what we can do with this Uber pushing into second. They do get the Uber force, but they might actually be able to push this all the way into last if they play their cards right. I guess Blue is opting to stay because their Uber is not really doing much right now, and looks like Taylor Swift is opting to back out onto mid. But you see Connor going down on the flank at Cafe, and they're trying to go in for the medic here, but that's not much they can do. It's kind of a 3v3 situation in second here, but Blue, oh no, crumbling.
Holy. That was a really great bomb from Dog.
That was a huge bomb, yeah.
Yeah, and that should be enough to secure Taylor Swift fan club the second. And I think for the first time in this match, it's going to be Freak Show at their last, and they're going to have to defend against a pretty sizable Uber ad, about 60% in a Taylor Swift fan club's favor. And they should be able to take this in, technically speaking, this should be a free round for them, but obviously it's TF2, some things happen, so it is still possible for, Freak Show and Co. to hold on to this. They do have an NG up, going to be building up that sentry gun, and it looks like they are going to be taking in the Uber in here, Apples.
Yup, the sentry goes down almost immediately by the demo. And looks like Red is trying to play point here. Oh no, they don't really have traps on point, and Blue is about to like lose so many of their players. And they just eventually start playing point because they just don't have enough players to play point on the side of Blue. That is a really good push on the side of Taylor Swift. Like, just really well coordinated.
Agreed. Really great stuff from them to get back in to this game. It is 3-1, still in the favor of Freak Show, but Taylor Swift fan club finally showing some signs of life as well out here on to the 5th mid fight. Going to be trying to see what these teams do. Still, Taylor Swift fan club hasn't won mid so far, so they definitely still need to work on that if they're going to be able to get back into this. They are going to be trying to get on to Dog Breath, and they do get him, or Dog Roll, sorry. He is going to go down by the Valley area. Miramu still alive, just been protected every single mid so far. A little bit of a scout 1v1. But 90210 going to be able to win that, and that is going to be another mid win for Freak Show.
Freak Show has just been proving themselves to be extremely dominant on the mid fights. And like them winning the mid fight is like giving them the opportunity to like push all the way into last and like secure a round for them, especially if their medic doesn't die.
Yes, which Miramu has been doing a really great job of staying alive so far. So now, once again, they're going to be trying to get into this lobby, hopefully without dying to any sneaky, sticky traps that a Deft might have put up. But they are just going to use in through dungeon, going to be taking down the sentry gun immediately. It looks like they're going to be trying to get on the Tay Alt, and yeah, he's going to go down. So really great positioning right now from Freak Show. They do lose 2, however, and the heavy and the spawners
comes in.
Yeah, they were just all hold it up and spawn, and I wasn't sure if they were going to be able to get out onto the point in time to hold it, but they do, and so they are going to be able to push out here onto second. Looks like Daz, a bit disconnected, is going to have to leave through Cafe. Maybe someone can collapse on him, but no, he should be able to lead successfully and not get caught. So a good push out from a Taylor Swift fan club, not losing anyone, making sure no backcaps happen. Now I do think we might be in a little bit of a Uber ad territory for Taylor Swift fan club.
Yeah, looks like they're opting to take the Uber through Cafe. We do have a soldier hiding right on top of them, but they do eventually just use through. But I don't think they're gonna be able to get anything with that Uber at all. They might be able to catch that soldier in Valley, but they're just sending the freakshow's just sending in all the players through choke here, and they're just flooding in, playing together. All like they're just getting picks after picks, and Raiders just come crumbling.
Yeah, they do crumble. So coming back onto mid, they weren't able to really get onto mirror move. They were neither able to get really much of any players, and they just lost their players instead of getting frags out. So really great stuff from a freak show to defend their mid, make sure that they didn't get anyone too vital there, and they are going to have a huge, sizable advantage to work in. We do have a sniper, however, on the side of Taylor Swift fan club, maybe trying to go for a sneaky shot of the likes. No, they do use Uber almost immediately, so not gonna be able to do anything with that. They are gonna trade off so much cap time. Yeah, you're right, so much cap time on the point, but it looks like Taylor Swift fan club's gonna be getting that once again. I'm not sure what it is about these last push, or maybe it's the last holds from the side of a Taylor Swift fan club, but they have been able to successfully defend up 3 times here when they probably shouldn't have.
This is probably the first last hold that Taylor Swift had like won successfully without a heavy, like in the post fight. Like most of their last holds were like due because of the heavy, like coming in during the post fights, and like Blue could not do anything to do with that. But this is probably the first fight that they actually like coordinated well as a team without any off classes.
Yeah, so maybe, you know, they're just maybe a slow team to start. That soldier jumped in and he got knocked straight out of choke. That was a bit funny. Looks like they are going to be trying to barrel through mid here. And yeah, looks like everyone on the side of Swift just going to have a good clean push in here, not having to use whatsoever. So they're still going to have Uber advantage to use here. It looks like they're going to be trying to go through Cafe Apples.
Oh yeah. So they do get the Uber force in second, and picking up that soldier might actually be able to get them into last here. Oh no, sorry, freakshow does seem to have the full Uber ad right here, and they do end up forcing on second, but they might be able to protect their hold here. Oh yeah, they do. That was impressive. That was a huge crumble on the side of red. Like really getting the Uber force here.
Yeah, because it looked like everything was going their way. They had the Uber ad, and they had a pretty, you know, fairly clean use in through Cafe. They weren't juggled super badly, but they just weren't able to find the kills that they needed to make sure they were able to hold on to that point. So, once again, Freak Show in the lead right here. We see a huge from the soldier trying to get onto the demo. He does get, he went from the spoon.
He almost went for the spoon.
It was a great attempt, but not able to collect Garden, so to speak, and you know, kind of once again, kind of a little bit of, I won't say a beef, but you know, not a a good clean pushing attempt from Freak Show. They're just gonna have to sit back on mid right now, build up their Uber. We do see Uber ad, and they are gonna be trying to work it in through Valley right now. Gonna be leading it on their Scout, at least gonna be being a bit of a distraction, but the stinky trap's gonna be coming in. Oh, and Fane in from behind. He's gonna drop the med. Really great stuff from him. He's been on fire so this game, and it's gonna be enough for a Freak Show to just barrel in here. We do see a soldier sky high. He went for a
there is another
right
soldier
not really
collecting from the side of Valley, and we might actually see a force here. Oh no, he doesn't. He backs out into Valley. They do have 2 red players behind them, and they might. And it looks like they're just pushing all the way into last year with the full Uber at.
Yeah, what these players can do here is just, oh my god, Daz.
Oh my god, Daz.
Really great stuff from him, just collecting both of those players at the back line. So now they're going to have a pretty clean a last push attempt here. Gonna be using the Uber, just collecting all the frags, only 2 up right now, and it doesn't even matter. We're just gonna get onto a point and cap it up 4-1 for Freak Show.
You know, I really thought this game was going to be an extremely close one. I mean, I guess it is. It technically is, but Freak Show has just proved to be so dominant on like all of their fights here.
They really have, and it's especially the mid fights. We've seen some signs of life from Taylor Swift fan club, but when you're losing the mids that poorly and that, convincingly, it's really hard to get back into the game. We see a huge soldier bomb trying to get onto Mirmu, and the collapse from the other soldier and Scout. Yeah, it's going to be getting onto him, so hopefully they can keep Dog Roll Alive to be backing up all the way into Cafe as everyone from Freakshow tries to get in here. It is just going to be Daz and Fane alive. Oh my god, he's gonna back up all the way to his own lobby. That's how far they're chasing. It might not even be enough. Oh my god. Really clutch arrow right there. But
that was a huge play, actually being able to get out of mid like that.
That is indeed a huge play, but part of the thing is that they had the backup so far away. We see still in the backlines. They should know that he's there. He might be able to get a trade out, and he does.
Oh, Fane does get a trade. He has been popping off this entire game, which is crazy.
Yeah, that is indeed really crazy. Really great stuff from him. I assume he's the roamer because he's definitely being a nuisance for them to deal with. So they have Uber ad, but because they were so far back and they had to deal with Fane in the backlines. Oh my god, the bomb from Connor just been getting on to Precious right now. That is a scout down. And right now, using this Uber doesn't seem as appealing. All your players are weak. Do you let them die? Or do you use anyways to save them? And looks like they are going to let them die, but they're dropping so many. They're going to have to go back. They don't even get into mid that they tried to keep their medic alive so hard to keep. So now, basically just staying out there was useless. It's even Ubers and the player ad is in the side of Joe. They are going to try and get in through this choke side area. They're getting a bit stuffed here. They do lose one scout forward. It looks like it might go back into a stalemate, but all in all, Freakshow, you take those.
Yeah, 6 minutes left on the clock. We'll just have to see what Taylor Swift can come up with to somehow turn the tide of this game.
Oh, but Connor with a huge medic bomb coming in while they're walking in through Valley. These soldiers, especially from the side of Freakshow, have been dominating so far just on Dog Roll's number. They have Dog Roll's number, so to speak. It is just Tay alt alive, going to be trying to get onto a Miramu, but Miramu, once again, safe as can be, just protected by his scouts. So it's going to be, once again, a huge Uber ad for Freakshow to work with. And, you know, we've kind of seen some miracle holds from a Taylor Swift fan club before. Do you think they can do it again, Apples?
They might actually be able to hold it off, especially with the engineer off class and the sniper off class on the side of Taylor Swift. So we'll just have to see if they pull out the post-fight like heavy play again.
Yeah, the post-fight heavy play has been clutch for them, and it's awarded them a few successful last holds. And as you said, that last time they didn't even need the heavy. It's like they are kind of getting wrapped a little bit here. They pushed in the right side. There's no one here to defend the point. It's just Vicentic and they cap it up.
It's like Freakshow basically learned their lesson about the heavy. They just ended up playing point and just completely ignored the heavy, like waddling out of spawn.
Yeah, but even more than that, that was going to be a... it looked like it was just them wrapping them because they pushed the left side and the other team pushed right and they just got onto the point for free. Looks like we're still... The next mid-fight has already started. So hopefully, you really want to see Taylor Swift get a nice clean mid-win here. They are going to be able to get the picks. And I think that's going to be the actual mid-win for Taylor Swift fan club.
Actually, the first mid-win goes to Taylor Swift. Yeah, that's impressive. They might actually be able to turn the tide here, but it is 4 minutes left on the map, so I'm not sure what more they can do. They are getting picks on second here, but yeah, we'll just have to see what they're gonna be able to pull out their sleeves right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure how exactly the tournament structured. Maybe rounds count, so you know, just trying to get as many rounds as you possibly can. But regardless, you know, you want to feel good. You want to, you know, say it wasn't as, you know, a dominant win for them as it maybe was. So, you know, getting those last couple of rounds always helps out as you maybe go into your next matches. So it looks like they are going to try and they're going to peek this left side area, and they are going to commit to it. They do use their scouts, going to be flashing the scout and the soldier to get a nice early pick onto the demo. That's what you like to see to start your last push right now. Going to be getting Fane as well. So good early picks for Taylor Swift fan club. Let's see if they can convert it into a round. Some early point time. They get Connor onto the point. They baited him onto it. Really great stuff from Def, laying those stickies and getting the pick. A scout in behind 91210. The wrong zip code right now because he's not defending the point. And oh my god, actually no, looks like he was able to get back to help his team defend. So I take it back, 912. You were in the right zip code after all, and that is going to be a successful last hold for Freakshow.
That was pretty much a desperation play coming out from the side of Taylor Swift to just send all their players on the point, but eventually they can't really do much about it as the players just started dropping one by one to the likes of Freak Show.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're Taylor Swift fan club, you really want to try and get one of these rounds off because even if you don't win this match, maybe you have to play Sunshine again later in the tournament. During the maybe if they get to the best of three. So always practice. Practice is good, regardless of whether you're gonna win it. We do see the Soldier high bomb onto Valley right there. Very aggressive from the side of Freak Show. I guess they just think, just go for it. Why not? They do lose because of it. Very aggressive play that you probably wouldn't normally see if they weren't up so many rounds.
Looks like they are going to be pushing the last with 3-player advantage here. Their spawn's coming in from the side of blue, but the Uber trade comes out on last. And looks like red is gonna have to back out of the Uber because blue is about to get their spawns in. But looks like they're about to stay and actually play the DM fight here. The post Uber fight heavy comes out and looks like red is collapsing on last.
Yeah, they are collapsing, but all so weak on the side of Freak Show. You can see the Taylor Swift fan club is so close. Everyone on Freak Show was in the red, so to speak. I think aside from Miramu. Oh, it's not like they're slacking on the DM. They just need a little bit better focus fire, maybe before that heavy gets up and just kind of denies them there. But we are going to get into looks like we do see some snipers out, and I hate to say, but I think we are in some garbage time here, Apples.
This looks like, yeah, this does look like some garbage time. We do see the medic on the side of Taylor Swift playing the sniper class.
They are just going to be doing a little bit of spam trading and pumping up those damage numbers. So you can, brag to your team. I did the most damage. I died the least, so to speak. Or maybe you can brag and say I died the most. If that's what you're trying to go for.
That is also true. Yeah. You know what? Some players are just maybe you want different things. Maybe you just want the most deaths.
Yeah, anytime I play Flank Scout, always trying to go for the most cap points. If the other Flank Scout gets it, I consider that a nil in my book.
That is true. Getting 20 caps in one game, that is impressive.
Agreed. Yeah, 20, the caps if you're a Flank Scout, health pickups if you're a roamer. It's a lot of different stats that you can brag about if you're looking for it, if your damage or your KD isn't the snuff. But regardless of whether it is or isn't, that is going to be a 5-1 victory for Freak Show over Taylor Swift fan club. Once again, very dominant. The second time, I believe, we've seen them so dominant in this tournament, once on Metalworks and now again on Sunshine. And I'm not sure if we're going to pull up the logs or not. I mean, aside from their dominance, what did you think of that match, Apples?
Honestly, like I said earlier, I really thought this was going to be a close game between these two teams. Like, both teams have, pretty evenly skilled players. And, just having Freak Show, coming out at the top of the game here just really proves them to be, the extremely dominant one, out of the two.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I also thought it would be a bit more even. But, just looking at logs right now, just going to throw out a few numbers. Daz at that 298 DPM doing a huge amount of damage for his team. In addition, the scout following up at 276, Mr. Shit and Fard. Not gonna say that name again, but still everyone on the side of Freak Show just spin it out. Really great stuff from them. And if you're Taylor Swift fan club, there's still a few more group stages to go for. You can get yourself into this game. I don't think we should count any of these players out, so to speak, but a pretty good showing for if you're a Freak Show, I guess.
That is true. It is not the end of the world yet, as this is only round 3, and I believe there are 3 more rounds to go in the regular season part of this cup. So they might actually be able to turn the tide and actually be able to make playoffs the next day on Sunday.
Yeah,
so we'll just have to see.
Yeah, still definitely possible, and but I do think that is it, unless we do have an interview with one of the players. Oh, okay. It looks like we do. Oh. We are actually going to go on a little bit of a break right now for y'all. It's going to be the dinner break. So, get your food ready, heat it up, or, make it, prepare it, do whatever you got to do to eat some food. Always stay healthy, stay hydrated, whatever it is. But that is going to be it for right now. Back in 20 minutes, so don't go forever. But that's going to be a little temporary it for us here at Capping TV, covering the Summer Bash Brawl on right now. My name's TC Mano, joined by Apples. We got Just Jazz at the production. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.